Nigerians who are victims of impunity in government by corrupt political class are fed up. Nigerians.
I am a very happy area father. Yes, so I happy. They say I don't see say this season where we enter so. Many of my children, the exceptional youth of Nigeria, have become self-aware and have taken the cries and the advocacy for governance beyond the walls and the noise of the social media. Yes, where they make me they sing, Hallelujah Chimle, Jehovah Chimimela, Epi Gwaramoria Chimle, Agamachurugi Mama. You see, right now, we are building a structure and legacy that is greater than any revolution ever witnessed in the nation's history. I don't tell you Titi. Any positive thing with the exceptional youth of Nigeria won't do, I stand there Kitiba with them. I go escort them Kitiba. I go ginger them like Tilekeme, like Terry Ginger. Okay, they're quite very populous. So, I'm inviting everybody to join me and my Pekin them on Saturday, the 24th of September, 2022, 10 a.m. for the most peaceful, the most inspirational rally.
Now we because of
voted over the years. He talks about 4 decades of activism to get to this point. How far are you going to take your campaign for good governance, youth enlightenment, etc.? I mean, I'm assuming that this is going to continue through the campaign period of this 2023 election, this process of sensitization. So it's not just a one-off. It's going to be something that you're doing sort of throughout the period, isn't it?
I mean, for me, it's going to be for the rest of my life. And I'm recruiting people because one of the things that that is lacking especially in Nigeria, is this apathy. And I'm saying here, regardless of who becomes Nigeria's president, it's important for the youth to understand that we are evolving. We're actually moving forward because Nigeria can never be the same again. So regardless of who gets there, it's important to continue, to sharpen the resolve of where we're going to. Because we've already moved, and so this activism, this good governance, work is never going to stop. We keep building a step a day, and we keep expanding because what is going to happen is that at the end of the day, the day we get people into governance who are like this objective, fearless, decisive young people, then the crack in the door is open for more people like them to get into governance. And, it's not going to happen in a day. It's going to take a lot of time. But it's important to let the young people know that regardless, we've already won. We've already moved forward. We're never going to be the same. And guess what, Charles? Whoever becomes Nigeria's president is going to be sitting on a hot seat because the consciousness of the average Nigerian are already raised. The demand side, which was docile, is now very active. It's asking for capacity. It's asking for transparency. It's asking for leadership in the true sense of leadership.
But I mean, Charlie boy, I'm sure you know over the years, I mean, because you've followed this for quite some time, that a lot of things in this country are always anticlimactic. It's never a climax. It kind of almost gets to the crest of the hill, and then it kind of rolls back. You see what I mean?
You're talking about.
Yeah.
But you see.
But you don't think that's the case this time?
No, that's why I said I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised.
Well, the point is that if they, sorry to interrupt you, but if the wrong candidate gets in, as we've seen over the years in this country at all levels, I mean, if the wrong candidate gets in, there's not much that the kids can do about it, is there? They'll just go back to their, to their lives, and things will continue.
You remember when we were doing the sensitization tour, Mumu and Mumu Don't Do, yeah? After that came Now We, the government. And that was to speak directly again to young people, for them to understand that the people in the government houses, in the presidential mansions, are servants and not masters. That was a bit of a doing. But with what's playing out in the now, I think they're beginning to get the message. So it behoves them to make the right kind of decision. Because like I always say also, if you've been bequeathed with a bad deal, it's your life. It's your life, really. So it behoves you to make it good. I've seen people from nowhere, from the slums, pull themselves together and make a success out of their lives. Because we're all guilty in our own little ways. But the battle, this battle, is for young people.
Yeah, absolutely. And
it's for the young people. And I think something nice is happening.
Right. And are you expecting this to be a peaceful occasion? Because, I mean, are you seeing signs that events like this are signaling that there is greater freedom of expression in Nigeria, less clashes with the security agencies and all the rest of it?
It's part of what we have done. Like, so much work is gone into this, even with the security agencies, for them to understand that this march, this war, this activism is also for them. And once you can paint the picture clearly for them to see and understand, they will work with you. And this is the role we are playing, to come and make, the purpose very clear. Oftentimes when people do not have or are not able to explain, to the people on the street, the meaning, the reason behind all of this, that's where we always have problems.
Yeah, but it's different for you sitting in a studio and having a fairly civilized discussion. I mean, when you go out there, and I'm sure Charlie Boy can testify to at least some of this, when you go out there and you feel the mass of people and the anger of people being fired up by speakers and all that sort of thing, take your rights back and your people back. And the fact is that they've allowed the politicians and the government to sit heavily on their shoulders for a very long time. So heavily, in fact, that they're now starting to stoop instead of standing upright. And all because they've remained politically apathetic. You see what I mean? And so that sense of this extraordinary burst of energy and anger could easily explode on the streets, couldn't it?
Yeah. It could easily explode, I agree. But when I look back over the years, Charles, I've had crowds of thousands and thousands of people until the Mumu Don't Do recently. There's never been one incident. Nobody comes and messes up on my parade. This is the area father calling the youths of this country. I'm not a violent person, and I will never advocate for that. You can't come on that program and mess up. Area father will not tolerate that. And that is why we decided to make it as fun, what the young people like, as fun, as creative, as entertaining. Because we're not going to go and fight a war. We're going to go and talk to ourselves so we can inspire the people who know. Will talk to the people who are yet to know, who are yet to come to the light. You see, So, like I said, taking it from my history personally, and from all the talking I've been doing, both to the security people, both to the kids, all the different groups, he hasn't slept in 3 days. I don't know when I slept last. But you see, I'm on a high because I love what is playing out.
Right.
And I love the fact that the young people, the people I've interacted with, are getting the message. And you dare not come to this rally tomorrow and think you can say anything. It's not about, the candidate of your choice is the candidate of your choice. We don't have a problem with that.
Right.
It's for you to understand that the office of the citizen is more important than the office of our handlers.
And on that note, I want to say thank you very much indeed, Charlie Boy, and of course, thank you very much indeed, Dr. Moses Paul, who heads the coalition of FCT support groups. Thank you very much. I have to go because there's another.
Every time I come here, you never as much as say, take a bottle of water.
Well, I'll get you a bottle of water after this.
Is it going to be different?
But it'll be outside the studio rather than in here because we've got another program coming.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for
having us.
Abiding with us. That's it for this edition of Arise Prime Time. Join us again next week. From me and the entire team here in Abuja and Lagos, bye-bye, and thank you for watching.
Nigerians who are victims of impunity in government by corrupt political class are fed up. Revolution is in the air. Nigerians who are victims of impunity in government by corrupt political class are fed up. They want their lives back. They want the security of their lives and properties. They want to put an end to medical trips abroad by political class and their families. They are fed up with collapsed health care service of Nigerian hospitals. They are fed up with collapsed education system of Nigerian schools. They are fed up with joblessness of youths who are being pushed to the extreme to survive. The Biafrans, the Oduduwas, the Arawas, and all the ethnic nationalities in Nigeria are fed up with the failed state called Nigeria. It is time for a political revolution.
Now we be problem.
Peter Obi's support strength has gone beyond religion and ethnicity, as more people despite religion and political affiliation and drawing their support for him. During the week, some supporters of the Labour Party presidential candidate took over the streets of Katsina State in a peaceful rally. They were joined by excited artisans, Okada riders and traders who were seen chanting obedience. Katsina is the home state of President Muhammadu Buhari.
The obedience movement is moving on. Live in Taraba, see people, the love is massive, the crowd, we are moving, love is massive. Live in Taraba, the obedience movement, the aged in the vehicles, singing, chanting for the love of Obi. Come 2023, Obi. to us. We are not going anywhere. Enough is enough. No more wuru wuru, no more wara wara.
This is the first rally of its kind that nobody is paid. I want to tell you, I'm from Ikere local government. From my local government, people contribute money.
My phone not coming on again.
Now they to vote. Oga, are you obedient? Are you obedient?
We are obedient.
Are you obedient? You want to go your PVC? Here, just your PVC. All the very important. Okay, are you obedient? And you have to go there to election. When you are born in obedient. We are right here. 1 million man march. P2OB solidarity movement. Obidati. Obedient movement on the move. Obedient movement on the march. That's what we are doing right here.
Peter Obi's support strength has gone beyond religion and ethnicity, as more people despite religion and political affiliation and drawing their support for him. During the week, some supporters of the Labour Party presidential candidate took over the streets of Katsina State in a peaceful rally. They were joined by excited artisans, Okada riders and traders who were seen chanting obedience. Katsina is the home state of President Muhammadu Buhari.
The obedience movement is moving on. Live in Taraba. See people. The love is massive. The crowd. They are moving. Love is massive. Live in Taraba. The obedience movement. The aged in the vehicles. Singing, chanting for the love of Obi. Come 2023. Obi. Belongs to us. We are not going anywhere. Enough is enough. No more wuru wuru, no more wara wara.
This is the first rally of its kind that nobody is paid. I want to tell you, I'm from Ikere local government. From my local government, people contribute money.
My phone not coming on again. I don't know.
Now they to vote. Oga, are you obedient? Are you obedient? Are you obedient? You want to go your PVC? Here, just your PVC. All the very important. Okay, are you obedient? And you have to go to election. What do you want to need? Obedient. We are right here. 1 million man march. P2OB solidarity movement. Obidati. Obedient movement on the move. Obedient movement on the march. That's what we are doing right here.
Peter Obi's support strength has gone beyond religion and ethnicity, as more people despite religion and political affiliation and drawing their support for him. During the week, some supporters of the Labour Party presidential candidate took over the streets of Katsina State in a peaceful rally. They were joined by excited artisans, Okada riders and traders who were seen chanting obedience. Katsina is the home state of President Muhammadu Buhari.
Yeah, this is BVI Channel 1. You guys are welcome back on this channel. We're just doing like a kind of periphery work and makeshift work, I will call it. Okay, we've just listened to Area Father Odudu Bareba, one of Africa, the president of all frustrated Nigeria, from Arise Television. It was supposed to be on BVI Channel 1 tonight, but because of that tight schedule, a whole lot of tight schedules, interviews, televisions, and all those meetings for tomorrow's rally, we are unable to bring him, but hopefully we might bring him through phone call if it is possible, because I believe they've just concluded from Arise Television, all right? So it is important everyone stick on this channel as we continue to inform Nigerian people, continue to be that voice for the people to, enable everyone to be part of the process. It is extremely very, very important. It's extremely very, very important. I'm trying to bring them on via phone call. If that is possible, if I can reach them, then they will join us and say one or two words to us. But the mobilization, the activism, you can see it is gaining momentum. And I can assure you that, trust me, a whole lot is happening for good. Let me quickly bring in Ndubisi. Let me see if I can get Ndubisi on the line. Let me see if I can get Ndubisi on the line. To just speak with me just in about a couple of minutes. Hello, Ndubisi. Hello, Ndubisi.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. We are just having a makeshift discussion tonight, following the program of Area Father, the Odudu Bareba, one of Africa. His interview on Arise Television with respect to the rally they are holding in Abuja tomorrow and the mobilization for the youths. The relationship we had with Charly Boy over the years, through this process of our Mubudondu, Nawibi government, and the rest of them, can you have a reflection of what it is like working with Charly Boy? Just in a minute.
Yes, what I can say is that Area Father has been consistent. He has always wanted a new order in the Nigerian society. He has been fighting doggedly for the youth of Nigeria, of course, to come to their senses. That is why we had the movement, our Mumu Don't Do he say our mumu has expired. About the time we'll start doing the right thing.
That's good.
And what is the right thing? What is the right thing? There are so many, like this issue of collecting. Before you do anything, you ask for money. Before you vote, you ask for money. You know, you always want the youth to be in charge of their political life. So, I believe he has been consistent and he has ever been there for the youth of Nigeria.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's a wonderful one. I'm going to quickly, in a minute or two, bring some of the activities we've had with him, just a flashback. And when I come back, we will have just a couple of minutes to talk again. All right. So let's just take a look at what we had with Area Father. I'll be right back.
Awesome. Yeah, let me with Area Father right here at the Imo State Government House to deliver the demand of Imo State people, social contract to the chief servant of Imo State. That is in here, the president of all frustrated Nigerians. That's the man standing here to deliver your wish and aspiration to the chief servant of Imo State. Because no be business as usual. And I'm here to bring it raw, live. So you stay tuned with me. It is still me, Asuchine Peters. Awesome. Yeah, let me with Area Father right here at the Imo State Government House to deliver the demand of Imo State people, social contract to the chief servant of Imo State. That is in here, the president of all frustrated Nigerians. That's the man standing here to deliver your wish and aspiration to the chief servant of Imo State. Because no be business as usual. And I'm here to bring it raw, live. So you stay tuned with me. It is still me, Asuchine Peters. Awesome. Yeah, let me with Area Father right here at the Imo State Government House to deliver the demand of Imo State people, social contract to the chief servant of Imo State. That is in here, the president of all frustrated Nigerians. That's the man standing here to deliver your wish and aspiration to the chief servant of Imo State. Because no be business as usual. And I'm here to bring it raw, live. So you stay tuned with me. It is still me, Asuchine Peters. Awesome. Yeah, let me with Area Father right here at the Imo State Government House to deliver the demand of Imo State people, social contract to the chief servant of Imo State. That is in here, the president of all frustrated Nigerians. That's the man standing here to deliver your wish and aspiration to the chief servant of Imo State. Because no be business as usual. And I'm here to bring it raw, live. So you stay tuned with me. It is still me, Asuchine Peters.
So sorry, your this thing is cracking up, and the people who were listening, sorry, my mic was turned off at some point. Please bear with me, okay? What I was saying in essence is that the video you just watched with reminds us about how the journey began with Charlie Boy, our Mumu Don't Do, Now We Be Government, and it's today metamorphosed into what we have been doing now, Good Governance Ministry. And we've been, keeping the flag up, the banner, and the fire burning. And today, it is in the lips of every Nigerian, including the man of the moment, Peter Obi, good governance. Everybody is now talking about good governance. And thank God, people like Ndubisi and I, and some other people on our team did not give up in this process. Ndubisi, can you just give us your closing remark as we just wrap it up on tonight? It's not like we normally do. We are not in the studios to run our normal show. So give us your closing remark quickly.
Hello, thank you, Chinedu. Like I said, so far so good. We've been consistent for the past 10 years. We have never given up, So many people on this journey have dropped by, but we have remained focused. And it's all about, it has shown that a group of people came and they saw and they are about to conquer. Because if you just remain consistent, with passage of time, people will begin to trust you, people will begin to believe in you. And it's only those who are consistent, who know their destination, who have a roadmap and are walking through that roadmap, that will remain, that will always stand the test of time. Because in Nigeria, there are so many frustrations.
Yeah.
There are so many things that will discourage you from standing up.
Yeah.
And if you're on this path, where we are, you are expected to stand alone. If you are expecting crowd, a lot of people to stand with you, you might be disappointed.
Yeah.
And if the expectation is not met, you will be discouraged and you will not continue. But choosing, we knew that we would stand alone. Because in Nigeria, almost everybody, the institutions in Nigeria will encourage you to be corrupt and to be part of what others are doing. So once you are not doing what others are doing, be sure and be ready to stand alone. And we are prepared for that until we get to this desired destination, which is the success. Nobody celebrates a failure. Yeah. People celebrate success.
Yeah.
And with this road we are going, we believe sooner than later we'll get there. Everybody will know that the destination is good governance, freedom, economic freedom, political freedom, religious and cultural freedom. That is our destination. And we'll surely get there with time. Thank you, Chinedu. Keep on doing what you are doing.
Thank you.
The world is watching.
Thank you. It's good to know that Nigerians are queuing up. If you are in Abuja or find your way around Abuja tomorrow, make sure you are part of that program, that mega rally. It will be starting from Freedom Square up until you get to the Abuja Gateway. All right? So be there if you are in Abuja. It is one life experience. Like they said, this is the best time to live in Nigeria. When Nigerian people broke down the barriers of ethnicity and religious bigotry, which the political class have been using to manipulate them. And today they are united to liberate themselves from these corrupt politicians. Stick on this channel. We still have a whole lot to be published. Even right now, as we speak, some others are loading. We keep making this exposition. We keep exposing these criminals. We keep insisting on good governance. And it depends on the people. their reaction, their participation, their involvement in what we're doing. This is where we tell you the unadulterated truth. It doesn't matter what you are agitating for. It doesn't matter where you are coming from. The most important thing is get it right politically, and everything will fall in place. No matter what you are agitating for, even if you are agitating for freedom, self-determination, and the rest of them, you will get it only if you get the political struggle right. And that is why I have remained consistent on this and participated actively in what is happening today in Nigeria. So, my people, it is up to you. I'll also be joining others marching here in Onitsha. I'll be in Onitsha mega rally live and direct. I also expect you to be there. Other people will be there as well, just to keep this banner up and this fire burning. I'm Asuchino Peters. I'm signing out. Stay blessed, stay safe at all times. We're not going to entertain because this is not just our normal regular live program. I just brought it up to you. We are supposed to have Charly Boy on this channel, but we decided to have so many interviews running at the same time. So we just had to do it this makeshift. And I believe from next week we'll bring you more better live interactive section where you open up the lines, and where we can open up the lines and interact with you. You hear your voice, the world will hear you. Your opinion, you'll be part of the discussion and the conversation. Thank you so much for giving us your support. So far, so good. We appreciate it. Just keep sharing these videos, keep liking. In case you have not subscribed, please hit on the subscription button so that you stay connected. And also, we have our second channel, BVI Channel 1+. Make sure you are there as well so that you don't miss anything. I'm Asuchino Peters. I'm signing out from today's Political Review. Bye-bye. For now. Nigerians who are victims of impunity in government by corrupt political class are fed up. Nigerians who are victims of impunity in government by corrupt political class are fed up. Nigerians who are victims of impunity in government by corrupt political class are fed up.